Hello everybody. About 170 people were shot to death while trying to pass the Berlin Wall between 1961 to 1989. I'm sure that many of you are familiar with the tense relation between North Korea and South Korea. More than 14 years, actually the same relation was between East Germany and West Germany. After World War II, countries in Europe fell into two categories: Eastern Bloc and Western countries. Eastern blocs were in favor of Soviet Union at that time and Russia now. And Eastern Bloc were in favor of United States. East Germany were amongst the Western Bloc, and West Germany were in favor of United States. Today I'm going to talk about Berlin Wall, history of Germany after World War II, and the reunification of Germany. First, Berlin Wall. Berlin Wall was constructed in 1961. Here are some statistics about Berlin Wall. The length of the Berlin Wall was 96 miles, and the height of it was 12 feet. There was an area beside the wall, they called it Dead Street, and it covered with sand. So the guard easily can trace the people's footprint, and they can shoot them. Around 5,000 people successfully escaped from East Berlin to West Berlin. And unfortunately, 170 people were shot to death. The second part, I want to talk about the history of Germany and why they built that wall there. This map is about the Europe before the World War II. And you can see that after some year, after 3 years after the war, Germany occupied most of the Europe. But when the United States entered the war, they can beat the Germany, and in this map you can see that this part of the Europe, USSR, occupied the east of the Europe, and Britain, France, and United States occupied the other. And because they feared that maybe in future Germany would start the other war, they divided the country in 4 zones. USSR occupied this part, Britain this part, United States this part, and France this part. And let's have some information about the reunification of Germany. Because in contrast to East Germany, West Germany economy grows, and people's then the standard of the living improved, and many East Germany wants to travel to West. About 3.5 million people left the East Germany to West. That was huge, because 20% of the people in East Germany left that country. The government of East Germany put the wall there to stop that trend. In 1989, protest demonstration broke out all the country. At first, they wanted to just easily pass the border, but when the government refused that request, they managed to tore down the Berlin Wall. That was the start of the reunification of the Germany. The fall of the Berlin Wall paved the way that caused other Eastern Bloc saw a series of political changes. The wall, which symbolized the Iron Curtain, easily torn down by the people of the Eastern Germany. That was the leader of the East Germany and the Soviet Union. It shows that they have a close relationship. Once the leader of the East Germany mentioned that that wall will be there for next 100 years. You can see that the protests across other countries in Europe. And in conclusion, I want to say that I'm sorry. This is now the footprints of the wall in Germany. And in conclusion, I want to say that government can easily put a wall between countries, and it's in Israel and between Israel and Palestine. And this is in Palestine. This is between United States and Mexico. This is also, and government can physically put a wall around the countries, but they cannot separate the bound between people's hearts. This is between Belgium and Netherlands. People can live in peace.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.